So we're doing some tattoo updates, progress updates today from past contributors. So hopefully it's a good crop.
Very exciting. All right, so the first one is a wood carving tattoo update from Sebastian. It says, "Hi there. Here's an update on my ongoing wood carving sleeve. I want to add a bit of context that wasn't so clear last time. The tattoo is done by Janike Weiss Hansen of Nidhogg Tattoo in Bergen. Sorry if I butchered that. It's based on wood carvings from stave churches from the 1100s. They specialize on this type of tattoo. They are in high demand from people who love Norse imagery and culture. She's known for doing the album covers of several black metal bands in the 90s. That's super cool. Hope you still like the tattoo. Be well." So let's see here.
Yeah, so this was one of my early favorites, like from way, way back. I think we did this in like 2020 or 2021. Like this was first sent a long time ago. So I don't know what's changed about it, though. I can't really remember what was there last time I seen it, and what would be new now. But I still like it. I think it's hard to imagine a black metal cover looking like this. Usually they're more demonic, spooky.
Yeah, I mean, like there's a certain section of black metal that deals with sort of old traditional like Norse and like the roots of like the culture of like Norway and stuff like that.
Especially
So
just like in the 90s, you associate black metal with like, corpse paint and stuff like that.
yeah, but then at the same time, um, they're also talking about like mythology and stuff and going back to the pagan roots and stuff like that, right? So hard to say.
Yeah, no, I like this a lot. I like the texture they got. Like, funny enough, whenever anyone's ever doing a wood grain type tattoo here, it's like a running joke that someone comes over and says, "Nice wood grain. I really like the wood grain."
Yeah, it's
Like,
so funny. Now I understand it.
it's like nice wood
And
grain.
this is a nice wood grain. Like this looks like a print. Like if you were to take like ink and rub it onto like the actual wood carving, if you were to rub ink onto it and then put a wet piece of paper on it and then rub that, this is
It's a lot of
sort
rubbing.
but this is the sort of impression that it would make.
I just think, as always, my problem is I think it's too small. Like, I think if they had done less background, more foreground, but that's always gonna be my complaint. I do like how it's done. I just think, like, have everything in the foreground be bigger than the background.
Hmm.
And here it's kind of at an equal scale with the background. So that would be my one real complaint if I were to say anything. But it's overall really cool.
Yeah.
Still like it a lot. That hasn't changed at all.
No,
So
I like absolutely love this piece. I think it's really, really well done. They did a really great job.
anyway, we're moving along.
All right, so this one is from Tim.
Here we go again.
Says, "Sup, Remy, Tim again. I got some experiments of my own in the works. The Steel Blue by Star Bright Ink is pretty cool. It gives off a gray/blue feeling. I've gone black and gray with these two pieces first. Then I went over with the shading with the Steel Blue. These are characters from the show Futurama. I'm obsessed with all the robots. I am working on a criminal robot patch sleeve on my thigh. I think I have something here." Laugh out loud. "Trying to experiment and come up with new tattoo ideas. I'll never be near your experience, but it is still fun to give new things a whirl. Keep it going. The red on black is looking way better day by day."
Um, we've seen some of these guys. They've poked out at other tattoos,
Mm-hmm.
right? I still don't see Bender here, though. Someone in comments said that Bender was in here, but I don't see Bender. So maybe he's somewhere else.
Yeah, and none of these are Bender.
No, I
These are like
recognize all
the
these. Are like the mafia
yeah,
robots
I
or
was
whatever
gonna
the
say,
fuck.
and then that one's like the devil one that we can't really see. I
Yeah,
don't know who this guy
Devil's
is.
way out of focus over there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. Like that. Like, you would think you would have them all in the same scale and perspective, But whatever, I guess it's part of the fun.
I think he's just having fun putting little robots everywhere.
I think the problem, as always, with this guy, like I've always said, is eventually he gets no more space, and then he gets to black it out and start again.
Right.
But like when you're already doing black and gray, then putting opaques over top of them, that's another version of that. And even my first suit had lots of little cover-ups and stuff in it. I like opaques, the look of opaques more than traditional black and gray, personally.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I really like the look of it's the opaque, right? That's been used for these.
Yeah, you can see it in here. You can see there's a bit of a blue tinge to it.
Yeah, it's really like it gives it a real metally look for sure.
Well, and when they're used correctly, it's hard to tell them apart from black and gray. But there's a difference. Like even in my head tattoo, it's all opaques now. There's no black and gray in my head tattoo anymore, but it looks pretty black and gray.
Yeah.
So, but I'm a big fan of that look. That being said, I think like it's a little scattershot for my taste, but it is your leg after all. So if there had to be one place to do that on, it would be your leg.
It looks like it's a super fun to do.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's lots of fun.
All right. So this next one says, "Hi Remy, some updates on my tattoo journey. Both hands done yesterday, fresh and swollen after the sesh." So let's see.
I mean, both of these are really cool. They're a nice compliment. I like how the flowers play in differently hand to hand.
Yeah.
But they're nice and symmetrical, but asymmetrical. You know.
I feel like there's some really dainty lines and details on both of these.
I think it was a bold choice to go down over the knuckles with some of that, but the guy who did it looks like he can probably saturate, so I'm not too concerned with it. It's just I think that putting anything really vital and valuable over top of those areas is not the best choice generally. I would have incorporated maybe more negative space in that. In the one hand, there's more. The hand where the flower is obscuring the mask, I think, is a more intelligent way to do this. But even then, it's a little busy on the knuckles, I think.
I really like the shape of the one with the flower covering the mask. Like I like.
Yeah,
how it
that's a really cool idea.
To a point on the finger.
But
I like how it accentuates the round of the hand. I think the other one is a little less organic with the hand, but
I feel like the hands were really nicely done in the composition and the size and the scale. I really enjoy the fact that the foreground, once again, is very dominant here. The only problem I have is like tonally everything is very similar, and it is a little hard to pick anything apart. And that's only going to be more so as time goes on. Like a lot of this stuff is going to, because it's not high contrast now, the contrast that is there is going to be less with time.
Right?
Guaranteed.
I mean, there's definitely like blacks in there, but they don't feel like super blacks because there's so much gray.
It's everything that you put around the blacks, right? Yeah. So there isn't enough space around everything to pull everything apart, I feel. But it's a solid effort. It's just even the stuff up top looks a little bit too tonally consistent everywhere. And that can have this very kind of soft but almost boring look to it.
Very monotone.
Where like if you do more to separate your tones, like everything will individually stand apart better. But I think the hands look like they're probably the best part of this for me. From I don't remember what the old stuff looked like now, but just getting a look at the lower arms, I'm liking the hands more than what I see on top. So good decisions were made with subject matter. I just think ramp up the contrast a bit when you do touch-ups on this, maybe. That would be my only suggestion. Yeah. Otherwise, I really do love these Japanese sleeves, but I always prefer them in color. I know that's an aesthetic preference, but
I like it when they're accompanied by color. I like the black and gray with
black and gray with like gold and red. But like even then, I prefer full color Japanese personally.